So we're going to be doing Oops, I Did It Again. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do some of the counts now, and then I'm going to break them down probably like 8 count by 8 count. So you start with your legs apart, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's actually the whole thing. I didn't write that up at all, but now I'm going to explain what the moves are. So the very first move, you stand with your legs apart, and then what you're going to do is you're going to punch over your head with your left arm. But as you're doing that, you're also contracting and lifting your right knee. So it's in opposition. It's like that. And your other hand could just hang limply here. But then the very next move is you push your left shoulder and your right knee kind of goes with it, or your right foot. So it's 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2 and then it's 3 and 4. So what's happening there is you just punched and pushed. It's going to go right, left, and your right leg, you're going to point your right heel to the left wall. And you're going to step with that same heel, and the reason is you're actually going to go in a diagonal, and it's going to be really hard for you to skew yourself that way. So you're going to go like this, and then you're going to step. So it's not going to be, you're going to be on this foot, and then you're going to just step on it. And while you're doing that, your shoulders are going in opposition. So when the right foot lifts, actually it's the right shoulder lifts too. And then when it goes down, the right shoulder goes down. And then with every step, you're basically moving your shoulders in a seesaw. But there's actually only 2 of these. It's this. And then for the next step, same thing with the feet, but you're going to box your heart. And it's one hand with the palm. So the palm of the right hand is facing the knuckles, or the flat part of the other hand. And these are both just regular palms. And then you switch it over when you step with your left foot. And now it's your right palm facing the left wall, and your left palm is facing your knuckles on this hand. And so then the next step, you cover your heart, and it's just 2 hands, your 2 palms covering each other. And then you do a heartbeat, but at the same time you do the heartbeat, you pop your knees. So it's boom, boom. And then you're going to take your right leg and step it back, and at the same time your right hand is going to your, almost to the top of your head here, covering your forehead. And then the other hand does another scoop. And as you do that, you're also going to tilt your right hip to the right. And then you're going to swoosh like a wave with your left hand. So you swoosh, and then when this one goes to the top, the other one joins it. And then they cross over your body and then turn into fists. And you step with your left leg and your fists go down. And then step to unwind, punch to cross your left leg over the other, and then fists down to unwind. The next count is a point, and your right fist goes to your belt, and then you do a similar move to the very first move where you punch forward, except you're doing it with your index finger pointed. You point, and then you right, left, right, face the front. Then you do hip down, down, hip up. And in the video, she's kind of doing something here, but you could also just leave your hands on the side, or you could do some kind of like sexy thing here. Then the next move is you step a little bit over, so you make the crossing of your legs a little bit more extreme. And at the same time you're crossing your legs, you're also crossing your hands. And you have kind of like this, like, palm facing up position, and you cross it in front. Then your right leg extends, and you point your toe to the right, and then your arms extend out. Then your right foot does the whole heel facing the left wall thing again, right in the front. And when that happens, you were here, your arms shoot up. So you still have the palms, but your thumbs are apart from it. And when you go from here to here, you look up at where your hands are pointing. Then the next move is a little tricky. It goes around and around. Your head still stays up there. Around and around, and then when it gets 1, 2.5, your right hand stays on your chest, the left hand points to the left wall, and your head goes from up to left. And as you can see, when I rotate my arms around, my knees are also popping. So it's really ideal to have your feet in a position where it's almost like the ballet open, the turnout in ballet, except it's in this position here where it's almost like your toe to your heel. It's okay if your turnout's not that good, it could be like that. But the key is every time your hands hit the right wall, or point towards the right wall, your knees pop out and you see this opening between your legs. So it goes open, open, left. So once again, let me just go back through that. It's a little tricky. So you were doing this hip thing. Close, open, up, pop, pop, left. Next move is right. So you both your necks are facing and your head's facing to the right, but your left foot is pointed to the left. And then you look front and your hands look front and your foot points front. And then you pull in your hands to your solar plexus, and your hand is doing that same turnout, or your foot slides into the turnout again. So your heel is pointing to that wall. So again, that's, let's see, hip, hip, cross, open, up, pop, pop, right, forward, stab. And then this is the last part of the chorus, since I'm not that innocent. So you extend your right arm down and you make a fist with both hands. And then you step. You're always in turnout when you're doing these steps. So it's step, step, step. Throw your hands up in the air and then cross your legs. And then throw down your fists. So I'm going to do it in full speed in this next segment.